我们首先敬礼传承祖师。
First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus,
了明和尚，
to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming,
敬礼萨迦真空上师，
to Master Sakya
敬
Tsang,
礼16世大
to
法
the 16th Dharma King Karmapa,
敬礼图登
and
达
to
吉
Master
上师，
Dupten Dorji.
敬礼坛城善宝，
Homage to the three jewels of the altar,
护摩祖尊，
and homage to
药
the
师
main
琉
deity
璃
of
光芒
Homa,
佛，
the medicine Buddha of the Eastern
药师
Lapis
琉璃光
Lazuli
芒
realm.
佛，
And we pray to the medicine
听所
Buddha
有的
to
众
please
德的
listen
心声，
to the sound of
让你的
the
业
hearts of all
施予
beings,
所有的众生，
and please
人人
bestow your
都能够
vows upon all beings,
心想
so
事成。
that everyone can have
敬礼药
their
师琉璃
wishes
光芒佛，
fulfilled. We pray to medicine Buddha.
师母图登西地仁波切，
Sumo
各位
Dukten
上
Di
师、
Siddhi Rinpoche,
教授师、
all Dharma
法
masters,
师、讲师、
Dharma
助教、
educators,
堂主，
Dharma teachers, Dharma
各位同门，
lecturers, Dharma
还有网
assistants,
络上的同门，
temple directors,
今天我
all
们到临
disciples
的贵
present
宾，
here and over the internet,
台
and
湾
our
省
guest
政
of
府秘
honors
书长
today
郑培福
from
先
the
生
Taiwan
及夫人
Government Chief Secretary,
韩
Mr.
务
Chen
珍
and
女
Mrs.
士
Chen.
南投县政府观光处处长
From the Nantou
王延
County,
忠
the
先
head
生，
of the Tourism Department, Mr.
中
Wang.
央研究院院士朱世仪教
From
授及夫
Academia
人
Sinica,
朱
Professor
梦
Zhu
女士，
and Mrs. Zhu.
中山医学
From
大
the
学
Zhongshan
附设
Medical
医院整
University's
形外科主
affiliated
任
plastic
郑
surgery
胜
department,
博士，
the head surgeon, Dr.
国
Chen.
立成功大学电机系教授
From
王
National
立
Tsang
博
Kung
士，
University WE Professor Dr. Wang.
国立中正
From
大
the
学电
National
机系特
Zhongzheng
聘教
University
授王建
WE
贤博士
Professor
及
Dr.
夫人
Wang and
林世
Mrs.
珍
Wang.
女士，国立台湾科技大学
From
气
the
管系
National
教授
Taiwan Science and
林梦
Technology
燕博士，
University, the MBA Professor Dr. Lin.
国立宜兰大学电子系
From the
副教
National
授
Ilan
林秀
University
琪博士，
WE Assistant Professor Dr. Lin.
屏东教育大学兼
From
任
the
助理
Pingtung
教授
Educational
叶淑
University
文教
Assistant
育博士，
Professor Dr. Ye, Professor in Education.
立法委员蔡其昌先
And the
生代表
legislator
陈
Cai
慧
Chi
明女
Chang's
士，
representative, Ms. Chen Mei-hui.
民进党大台南
And
市
from
党
the
部
DPP
主委
Party of Tainan City,
蔡
the
旺
head
前议
chief,
员，
Mr. Tsai Wang-chuen.
高雄市议会议员
And from the Kaohsiung
喜会
City's
议
council
员代表，
person's representative,
世界华光功德会总
from
会
the
长常
Worldwide
仁
Lotus
上
Light
师，
Charitable Society, the president, Master Tsang Lin,
中委会法律顾问
Attorney
卓
to the
中
Buddha
山律师，
Foundation, Mr. Zhou,
富泰吉子商旅馆沿
Orange
进华
Business
饭店
Hotel of
台中
Taichung
店
City,
驻店经理沈宗
the
阳小
resident
先生，
manager, Mr. Sun,
板县银行
from the
赖
Bank of
怡燕小
Panxin,
姐，
Miss Lai,
香港杰出企业家
businessman
雷
from
宏
Hong
毅先
Kong,
生及
Mr.
夫
Lei
人
and
曾
Mrs.
美
Lei.
婷女士，California, United States 高敏路师兄，
Dharma brother Paul Mindu from California,
My
USA.
University same classmate 朱金水先生及夫人陈泽霞女士，
Mr. and Mrs. Zhu Jingsui,
My sister 卢胜梅女士， 中天电视台给你点上心灯制作人
Producers for the illuminating TV program of CTI TV Taiwan, Mr.
六祖
Prakash.
坛经密宗道次第广论制作人莲月上师主持
And
人
the
佩金
producers
师
for
姐。
the Platform Sutra and Development Stages of Tantrayana, Master Lin Yu, and the host, Dharma Sister Peiju.
Today is a nice day. Because have the sunny and little bit wind, little bit wind. Yeah. A nice day. Thank you for coming. And see you soon. Next Friday. Next Friday. 大年初一的时候
The next ceremony on Friday,
我们农历
on the
新年
Chinese New Year's Day,
New Year. 先给
that
大
would
家
be
恭喜
January
大家新年
31st
快乐
Friday. So here I would like to wish everyone a Happy New
那
Year.
大年初一的时候
So on the New Year's Day,
早上大概10:40左右
about 10:40 a.m.,
副总统
the Vice President of Taiwan,
会来
Mr.
台湾
Wu
内藏寺
Dong-yi, will be at the Taiwan Lezang
也祝
Temple
大
to
家
pay
这个
homage
新年
here
快乐
and to wish everyone a Happy New
就
Year.
是早上10:40
So 10:40 a.m.
这个吴敦义副总统会来台湾内藏寺。
So the Vice
跟大家
President Wu
讲一下
Dong-yi will be here.
那么下午
And
下午
then
有这个
in the
弥
afternoon,
勒佛弥勒菩萨
there would be a Maitreya
的附魔法，
Buddha or Maitreya Bodhisattva's
请大
Homa
家这个注意。
fire offering
另外那
ceremony.
个刚刚请法的中观堂
And then
它是尊圣佛母法会
at the Zhongguan, organized by the Zhongguan
中
chapter,
正纪念堂
there would be
中正纪念
Ushina
堂前
Vijaya
面的广场
ceremony.
前面
That
的
would
广
be
场
at the CKS
有这
Memorial
个尊圣佛母的法会。
Park in front of the
尊圣佛母的
CKS
法会
Memorial Hall
因为
in
它的法
Taipei.
力很大，就
And
希望
Ushina
借着
Vijaya
这
has
个
great
法会
Dharma power,
能够
and we would
帮
like
助
to
在
we
生
would like
长
to
在
we
这个
wish
地方
that
的人们
by
能够
the
减少
power
灾难，
of
增
this
加
Ushina
福分，
Vijaya,
能够
that
经济发展，
the country
能
where
够
the
一
ceremony
切
is
平
held
安吉祥，
would have prosperity, security,
做这样。
and the economy would improve,
另外，
and that
刚
all
刚
would
请
be
法的也有
auspicious.
房地雷藏寺，
And
它
then
主
the
要是
one for the
这
besieging
个
of the
接
Dharma
财神的
teaching.
法会，
The other one is
希
from
望
the
报
Emperor
名越
Temple,
多越好。
and that's
另
for
外呢，
the ceremony for
也可以
inviting the
加
world
持
deity.
所有的弘法人员能够得到相
So
应，
we wish, we
为
welcome
众
your
生呢
registration.
做
The
山
more the
海
better.
镇跟风水的相借，吉祥
And,
感应都会非常的好。
That all the Dharma propagators would
他
have
这个法会
better
有所谓
spiritual
的三圣
responses.
母，那么第一位就是先王
And
这个瑶池
there
金
would be 3 deities at the
另外
ceremony.
就是
One is
地
the
母
king of the
我们晓
sages,
得地
that's
母
Golden Mother.
另外就是天上
And
圣
then
母
the
妈祖，
earth goddess.
一共有
And
三
then
圣
the
的
celestial
法会。
mother Maju.
那么
So this
代
is the
表的
ceremony of
虚空
3
的
sages.
是瑶池金母，
One that represents
代表着海的
the space or the heaven. The
代表
sky
陆地的、
is Golden
土
Mother.
地的，
And
就
the
是
one
地
that
母。
represents the ocean
这可以
is
叫做
Maju, and the one
天
that represents the earth
地水
is the
这个的大法会。
earth
那
goddess.
么欢迎大家这个
So this is a
报名
grand
参加。
ceremony that represents the heaven, earth, and water.
今天有一个特 特别的感应跟大家
And
讲。
today I had a very
那么我进
special
到这个大殿的时候，
spiritual
礼拜
responses
瑶池
today.
金母
As I
抬头一
entered
看，
into the temple hall to
瑶
pay
池
homage
金
to the
母
Golden Mother, and
不
as
是
I
金色
lifted
的，
my head, the
可是
Golden
她
Mother
穿
was
蓝
not
色
golden,
的穿蓝
but she
色，
was wearing a blue robe.
蓝色的叫做 blue blue，
This lan is blue.
蓝色的是 blue，
Blue is lan in
她
Chinese.
既然可以变装成为穿 blue
So
的，
she could
表示呢，
change her outfit to
她
become blue.
她对于这一次
So
的法
that
会
means that
非常的关照，因
she
为我们没有
really
看过瑶池金母
takes
穿
good
过 blue
care
的。
of this ceremony,
所以我一
because we
看
never
非
saw
常的
Golden
惊讶。
Mother wearing blue
诶，
before.
瑶
So
池
that's
金
why I
母
was
怎么
very
穿 blue
surprised.
的？
How come Golden Mother is wearing blue?
然后我又看到那个这瑶池金母的这个滚边呐，blue 的
then
滚边，
I saw
它
the
是一种
the rims of the blue outfit.
red
It's
red
red.
的颜色，红色，它的滚边红色。我
So
画着瑶
the
池金
trims
母
are
的围
red.
来一个领巾，
And she was also wearing a scarf.
它是 yellow 的
And it was yellow scarf.
yellow， 黄色的。哎，今天一来一看，瑶池金母不同啊。
So when I saw
原来
that,
她也
Golden
会
Mother
换
was
衣服
different.
我以为她每一次都穿
It
同
turned
样的
out that
金
she
色。
wear
哦，
different
Was a
outfits. I thought she was
金色，
also
或者
wearing
白
a
色，
golden dress.
从来没有看过她
or
穿
white
这三
dress.
种颜色。我一看，哇，
I
跟
never
我
saw
穿的
her
一样，
wearing these three colors.
非常的相应。
And when I saw that, she wore the same color outfit
这
as
个
I
是相应的
I
颜色，
am.
感
So
应
I'm
得
very
非常的殊
pleased.
胜，
So
感应非常的殊胜。
when you have matching colors, that means you would have great
另外有一件
responses.
事情要报道的，就是
And I
上一
have
次我在
another
三义
announcement.
雷藏寺讲过
Last week at the San Yilezang
就是
Temple,
图登西帝
I had said
的
that
外婆图登西
that
帝
the
仁波切的外婆，
grandmother of the Dubdan
她是
Siddhi,
这样子的，我稍微补充一下
the，maternal grandmother,
她在我
I
在
like
美
to
国西雅图的时
add
候，
to that,
她就
that
9
when
月
I
的时候，
was
她
in
就得到一个
Seattle
梦
in
境
September,
师尊
she
Yeah,
had a
叫她。
dream
要带她走。
that grandmaster was going to take her away.
那她的图登西帝的伯伯，他说：“哦，师
So
尊要带我走。”
Dubdan Siddhi's
她非
grandma
常高兴。
thought
然
she was
后
very
她
pleased
就
that
说：“那
grandmaster
我
was
整理一
taking
下
her
行李，
away. And she said, I
要
want to
打
pack
包
my
一些
baggage,
行李。”
my luggage.
那个时候呢，这个师尊对他讲：“我是带你
And
到
then grandmaster
Mahaswami
told her, I'm taking you
Wow.
to the Mahadapa Lotus
他那时候
Ponds.
讲说：“哦，去麻花双
And
莲
then
池
she said,
很好
oh, that's good. I'm going to the
然后他就
Mahadapa Lotus Ponds.
哦。”他说：“既然去麻花双莲池，就不用你打包
And
行李。
then she thought, well, then I don't need to pack
那他
my
就
luggage because I'm
没
going
有
to
打
the
包行李，
Mahadapa
这个梦
Lotus
很快就
Ponds.
醒过来。
So
以
she
后呢，
stopped
他
packing
就
and
觉
she
得
woke
他
up
自
from
己
the
身
dream.
体、四
And then
肢都
from
没有
then
什么力
on,
量，全
her
身都没有什么力
forelimbs
量。
to get weak,
又有一次，我就补充
have
这个，
no
他有一个
energy.
梦境。
And then
师
another
尊来告
time
诉
she
他，
had a dream that grandmaster
你
told
在
her
法会当中，就是在我们雷藏寺法会
that
当中，
during a
你
ceremony,
就可以往生。
which is a ceremony at the Taiwan temple, you can go to the Pure Land.
他
You
只是
can
身体没有
pass
力，
away there.
然后去给所有的医生检查，都检查
And
不
she
出
just
什么
felt
毛病，
weak,
什么毛病
and
都
the
没有。
doctors couldn't find any problems with her.
那就是身体非常的虚弱，
And she just felt really weak,
那么一
and
直
her
在
forelimbs
讲说，
are really
师尊
weak.
要带我走，为什么还不带我走？
And then she kept
另外
saying,
呢，他又
Grandmaster was
在佛
taking me
堂
away.
祈
How
求，
come
希望
he's
在
not
师
here?
尊
He's
法
not
会的时
taking.
候，他能
And
够
then
走。
she prayed at her shrine at home
结果在
that she wished
1
that
月
at the
11号
ceremony
是
Grandmaster will take her away. So on January 11th, during the Padmasambhava Homa fire offering ceremony, she was still in good shape in the morning, and she came to attend the ceremony, and she got the empowerment, and she was okay. She was on a wheelchair. And then she started to lose consciousness. And then Dharma brother Xu Hongchun came to find me and said that his mother-in-law, she was drowsing and fainting. And then I consulted, and I thought, oh, it's time. And then when I was giving blessings, and at that time, she was on a wheelchair, but kind of lying down and sleeping. And I touched her head, and the head was still warm. And I give blessings to her. And then I continue to give blessings to other people. And then Dharma brother Xu asked Dr. Li, Dr. Li, Dr. Li Jialin is right there, asked him to check the patient, the pulse of the patient, because he's both a Western and a Chinese medical doctor. And the doctor said that there's no more heartbeats. So at that day, not many people knew that someone had passed away among us. So this is a very interesting that Grandmaster said that during a ceremony, I will take you away. And her family members could not quite believe it, because the ceremony is from 3 to a little after 5. That's a very short period of time. How could you say that I want to die during this period of time? Then you would, because you would not know. Typically, you would not know when you would die. Otherwise, you can prepare yourself. Otherwise, you would never know on what day or what time you would leave the world. And there's only once a week the ceremony on a Saturday. What a coincidence that it was Saturday and during a ceremony, and truly she was guided to the Pure Land. And I know that she's got to the Western paradise and be reborn in the higher lotus birth. There's like the high, medium, and low levels. And this high level is very rare, because they are the 9 level of lotus birth. That if you can be reborn in the Western paradise, even as the low lotus birth, that's pretty good. Oh. And she could be reborn as the high lotus birth. That's great. And she had finished 8 million recitation of the Root Guru mantra. And after that, she stopped counting. We could say that she had chanted over tens of millions recitation of the Root Guru mantra. So just by relying of this Root Guru mantra, she could be reborn as the high lotus birth in the Western paradise.
可见啊，这个
So this
莲花童子
shows
的心咒是
that
不
the
可思议
Padma Kumara mantra is truly incredible.
他没有修很多的法，
She did not practice many
但
Dharma
是他也
practices,
认真的每天都
but
要
she's
修
very
法，而且
diligent
每天都
and
要
do
持
her practice every
这个
single
莲花
day
童子的心咒。
and recite the Guru mantra.
对，一心呢是非常重要。
So this
跟大家讲，
single-mindedness
一心是非
and
常重要。这
wholeheartedness
个
is
你
truly
有那个
important.
心，
So if you have such wholeheartedness, the Buddha will
这
guide
心
you,
是非常
will
重要。
respond
所
to
以
you.
跟大家讲，
So this
只要一
heart
心
is very important.
就
So
能
as
够有
long
这
as you focus, concentrate, then you would
那今
have
天的那个，我们
attainments.
晓得那个 American University no University is United States American United States California 高敏路师兄他就
And
看到
as we
莲花童
know,
子
the Dharma brother Gao Minglu
他就
from
能够
California, United
在
States,
身上
he saw
在吐
Padma
纳
Kumara
当中就可以
and
把
during
明点
his
七巧，而且
breathing
能够得
practice,
到大
he
乐
could lift up
整
the
整
light drop
24个小时。
and he gained the great bliss for 24 hours.
另外我们这个卓中山律师卓中山律
And the
师
attorney
他
Zhou
最近
Zhongsan,
很认真在修法，
recently, he is very
他能
diligent
够
in his
眉
Dharma
心轮转
practices.
动，能够
And he
转
could
动
have
眉
his
心
brow
轮
chakra
眉心
turning,
的轮一直在转动，
continually turning.
他自己有接受，而且他
And he
接
could
受
feel
到
it himself.
很多的很舒畅、很殊胜的这种
And
感
he
觉
had the
在他身上。
sensation
他只是
of a
刚开
very,
始修法不久，
very
周中山
smooth
律师
flowing in his body.
他就
And
有
he
非
only
常好的
started
这个
recently,
这
the
个殊胜
attorney,
的这个相应，
and he
眉
had
心
this
轮一直在
wonderful
转，一直
spiritual
眉心轮一直在转
responses that the brow
这是
chakra
很
continually
很好的
turning.
现象，很
And
好
that's a very
很
good phenomena.
我们本来就是在讲说这个五轮都要转动的，都要转动五轮。
You
中
know,
脉
we know that the 5 chakras need to turn.
它能够有这
First,
些
open the
相应的
central
现象出
channel
来，
and then turn the 5
非常的舒
chakras.
服，
And
非
he
常
had
舒服。
such spiritual response, and that's truly wonderful.
所以你只要认真修法，
So if you're very serious or diligent in your spiritual practices, you would definitely have spiritual responses.
它能
Like
够
Tupten
就能够
Sitti's
做，
grandma,
它等于是没有病了，医
she
生检
could
查都没有病
just die
但是她
sitting.
坐着
We could say that she has no ailments.
无疾
She
而
was
终
in her
无疾释放
wheelchair,
这
so
个
she
是最
died
高等的
without
死亡
illnesses. This is the highest kind of death.
所以真活密法
So
值
true
得
Tantric
确
Dharma
信，
is
真活
truly
密法
worthy to, it's truly worthy and it's
谁
worth
能够
to
讲
trust
说
and to
我
believe
要什么
and
时
to
候
follow.
死就什么时候死，谁能够讲？
Is there anyone that could say, I want to
那
die
就是在法会当
on
中
a
做法
certain day and certain
非常
place?
伟大。
And she indicated that she wanted to die during a ceremony, and
做
she
很多相
truly
应
did.
的事情。
That's wonderful. So there are many
那么今
spiritual
天呢，
responses
我也
around.
看到
And
有一个
today
人走到我的面前，
I saw someone walking to
很清楚，
in front of me very clearly.
这个人就是中天电视台给你点上心灯，西雅琪师姐的。
And this person was the grandma
真
of
的走到这
Miss Rebecca Su, which is the producers for the Illuminating Your
然
Heart.
后写
She
下
came to
那
this altar
然后她
and
就
showed herself,
然后在火中，
and then she
在
walked
附魔火中
toward the Homa
往上
fire
虚空中走，
and then to walk upward to the sky. These are all signs of spiritual responses. That's really wonderful. In the future, you can have peace of mind that everything is just wonderful. And Medicine Buddha of the Eastern Lapis Lazuli realm is really responsive, and Grandmaster has seen personally the Medicine Buddha. So when you are sick, you recite Namo Medicine Buddha of the Eastern Lapis Lazuli realm, or the heart mantra of the Medicine Buddha. And when his light or radiance appeared, then your sicknesses will definitely be cured. During my retreat, I was very sick, and I called it the splitting of the brain. That it split into 8 pieces, and I wanted to go to a Buddhist country to worship, pay homage, and circumambulate the pagodas and temples. I had wanted to go to Japan, but instead I went to Korea. There are many Buddhist temples in Korea, and it is a Buddhist country too. When Buddhism entered into China, it also spread to Korea and then Japan. So I went to Korea and I visited temples, and then I would circumambulate the temples and the pagodas. And then there was a really, really tall Medicine Buddha, and I circumambulated him. And I paid homage to him and bowed to him. At that time, my body didn't feel well. And on the way back, as soon as I closed my eyes, Medicine Buddha appeared, showed his body to me very vividly, very clearly. Who else were with me to Korea? Simu. And the California folk girls went together. At that time, at the tour bus, I saw Medicine Buddha and the Sunlight Bodhisattva and the Moonlight Bodhisattva and the Medicine King Bodhisattva and the Supreme Medicine Bodhisattva and the 12 Medicine Generals. So all the family of the Medicine Buddha. They all appeared, and then I spoke and said that my sickness will be cured because I saw Medicine Buddha. That's how his spiritual response is. So if you see Medicine Buddha, then your sicknesses will be definitely alleviated. And coming back from that trip, I was completely cured. So there are 2 mudras to the Medicine Buddha. One is the one that radiates 5-color light. The left hand, the left thumb is pressing on the index finger and the palm upward, and the right palm is upright, and the palm is facing outward. And the second mudra is the basic mudra of Medicine Buddha. And you form a fist with the fingers inward, and the two thumbs are upright, vertical, next to each other. Those were the two mudras. And you can see his look right there in front of the Homa fire, or right here too, on the altar. The mantra. So with the look, with the mantra and the mudra, that would comprise the Medicine Buddha's the Dharma practice. That's the way to practice. And in the past I had taught the Medicine Buddha-ism practice, the 12 medicine generals practices, and then the 5 altar Dharma practice. So the 7 Buddhas and the 5 altar practices. This is the greatest Dharma practice in the Japanese Tantrayana. You need to set up the altar. At the center, it would be Akalanata. And then on 4 sides, it's north, south, east and west. And at the center would be the 5 Vidya Rajas, the 5 wisdom kings. So that would be the Medicine Buddha, 7 Buddhas and 5 Vidya Rajas practice. This is a great Dharma practice, and also to alleviate sicknesses. So today, in performing the Medicine Buddha Homa fire offering ceremony, I wish that all of our wishes be fulfilled. And Medicine Buddha had a great vow. It's the vow to eliminate the sicknesses of all beings. And I hope that by receiving the empowerments, you think or you touch the areas where you suffer ailments, and then you pray to Medicine Buddha to radiate light upon all of us so that all the sicknesses can be cured. And I was thinking about Dr. Liao of Taichung, which is the high school classmate of Dr. Tsang. And Dr. Liao is a dermatologist, and Dr. Tsang is a plastic surgeon and the head of the plastic surgery department. So they were classmates in high school. He talked very bluntly. As soon as I walked in, he was very pleased and said, "Oh, Grandmaster Lu, you're here again." And I said, "When would my skin problems be resolved?" "Sure. When? When you die." He liked to joke with me. "Didn't you say that it would be all resolved?" "Sure." Sure. And then he asked me, "So, will your cold be cured?" "Sure." "But will you catch cold again in the future?" "Sure." Well, the skin disease is the same. Will it be cured? Sure. But will it happen again? Sure. But when will it be completely alleviated? Then when you die. So as a doctor, how could you say such words? And then he said, but you're my donor. It's like if I cure you once and for all, then I don't earn any money. But if you continually having problems, then then I would earn some money. If doctors would cure patient once and for all, then how can they earn a living? So I thought he couldn't understand English, so I spoke English with Simu, but it turned out that he can speak English. He said, crazy doctor. And then he said, he's no crazy doctor. So he could speak English too. So sicknesses are really hard to be completely cured. Physical ailments are very difficult to cure. Most importantly, and there are also mental problems. So in order to cure physical problems and mental problems, you need to learn Buddha Dharma through the burning of the inner fire and the radiance of the light drops. Then you enter into a perfect realm. Only then you can be called that all of your ailments or sicknesses be completely cured. So that's all for the introduction of Medicine Buddha. Now we will talk about the Great Perfection Dharma. There's quite a famous temple, and prior to Chinese New Year, they would repaint and clean and renovate and clean the temple. And then on the New Year's Day, a lot of the visitors would write on the clean walls, and then they write something that, please do not write on this wall. And there's a visitor that added, so, but why did you write on it? And then 10 minutes later, there was another statement, why can't we write on this wall? And then another 5 minutes, another tourist wrote, so if anyone wants to write, let them. And then on the wall, well, why don't we all write on it? So what I meant is that sicknesses cannot be cured. Originally there were no sicknesses. But when you have an ailment, then you would get another ailments, and then another ailments, and then at the end, everything about you is ailing or is sick. That sicknesses truly cannot be cured. It can recur. So the only way to care for ourselves is to study Buddhism, because only this way you can completely cure your sicknesses. Otherwise, it's just being cycling. It's a cycling. It's a catch-22. When will you be able to get rid of them all? And Buddhism is the only way to teach you that you will not be cycling in the rebirth cycle forever. So physical ailments or mental ailments are all very important. The Washington's thief, pickpocket, the male pickpocket married the New York female pickpocket, and they bear a child, a son, and the son just hold the fist very tightly, couldn't open the grip, and doesn't matter how they tried, and they took the son to the doctor, and then after the doctor understanding the professions of his parents, took a gold watch, and then he opened his left hand, and then the other fist is actually holding the diamond ring of the gynecologist. Of the wet nurse. So this is inheritance. This is genetics. So even the sicknesses can be genetic. Health and longevity, the lifespan, that's all genetic. So how the genes are, that's how you would be. So by studying Buddha Dharma, you will be able to break the cycles of the genetics. Then you would be able to be reborn in the Pure Land, and then from then on you will not be disturbed by any of the sicknesses, the demons of the sicknesses. So for the Great Perfection Dharma, it would be the fifth instruction of the sleep and dream yoga, which is sleeping in radiance. This is very important. Prior to sleep, you close your eyes, you lay in bed, on bed, and you relax your whole body, and you have no problems. You have no problems, nothing on your mind whatsoever. Nothing is on your mind. You have no worries whatsoever. Then very fast you would be able to fall asleep. A lot of people can't fall asleep. They have lots of sleep problems. That's mental problems and also physical problems. And physical problem is because of your age. When you reach 40, then you would lose about half of your sleep hormone. Some people are very lucky; they can sleep until they are from youth to old age. Grandmaster too is very lucky. In his 70s, Grandmaster would sleep like a 17-year-old. In a few seconds, I would start to snore really loudly. I don't know when I fall asleep. As soon as I lay in bed and I practice the sleep and dream yoga, and then I don't know. And when I wake up, I don't know where I am. Sometimes I sleep here, sometimes I sleep there or there. Sometimes on a high-speed rail, on a train, on a plane, on a ship. So when I wake up, I need to look at my surrounding and figure out where I am. So that showed how deep my sleep is. Because I don't know where I am. Even the person is gone. And I would fall asleep in a split of a second. I throw away everything else. Throw all those problems to the garbage can. Very, very rarely I would lose sleep. I have a very good sleep. So that's because you have nothing on your mind and nothing bothers you. So in the sleep and dream yoga, you lay in bed, and on the throat area there is the sit syllable of Amitabha Buddha. And Amitabha Buddha is radiating red light, and the sit syllable is revolving here on the throat chakra to become Amitabha Buddha on your throat chakra. And Amitabha Buddha radiating red light, radiating upon above your bed and forming like a parasol and slowly coming down upon you, and you're sleeping inside this red radiance. So that's the sleep, the radiant sleep yoga. Very simple. You lay in bed, visualize the sit syllable devolving to become Amitabha Buddha, and Amitabha Buddha emitting red light from your throat chakra, and it rises above to become the light, the red light, and then enveloping you. Shit. And then you enter into radiance, the red light upon you, and any external energy will not be able to bother you or disturb you. So that's a very simple radiant sleep yoga. Isn't that very simple? So Tantric Buddha Dharma is very simple. It's whether you use your heart or not. You visualize wholeheartedly the throat chakra, sit syllable, and evolving to become Amitabha Buddha, emitting red light, radiating on your bed, above your bed. That's the radiant sleep yoga. Then you can sleep at peace because you have the red light of Amitabha Buddha enveloping you. How would you be scared of anything? Like the ghost coming to find you during your sleep? Well, it's not so bad if it is the ghost of a beautiful lady. Well, maybe just leave an opening inside that light. Screen for the ghost to come in. And the second way of the radiant sleep yoga is on the brow chakra. You place the Vairocana Buddha. On the throat chakra, you place an Amitabha Buddha. At your heart chakra, you place an Akshobha Buddha, and that's also Medicine Buddha. So Medicine Buddha is represented by Akshobha Buddha in Tantrayana. And at the navel chakra, you place a Ratnasambhava Buddha. And at the secret chakra, you place an Amoga Siddhi Buddha. And you lay in bed, you visualize the 5 Buddhas or the 5 syllables of the 5 Buddhas. Or you recite the 6 syllables of the 5 Buddhas while placing the 6 syllables at the 5 chakras. Or just visualize the Buddhas. And each of the Buddhas have their own color, and they all emit the colored light, like Vairocana Buddha would emit the white light, Amitabha Buddha emit the red light, Akshobha Buddha emit the blue light, Ratnasambhava Buddha emit the green light, Ratnasambhava green light, and Amoga Siddhi Buddha emit the yellow light. And the 5 color lights would form a net like a parasol above you on the bed, and then you sleep inside this light radiance. That's the radiant sleep yoga. That's the radiant sleep yoga. If you're afraid of ghosts, but if it's a ghost of a beautiful lady, you can open an opening on your net, and then it's best you wouldn't be afraid of ghosts anymore if you practice this. And there's another radiant sleep yoga. You recite the 3-syllable mantra, and you lay in bed and you recite Lang, and using the Homa fire rises, the Homa fire rises and burns your whole body. It's a blazing fire, burning you to become ash. That's Lang. And with Yang, Lang is fire, and Yang is the wind. And with Yang, the wind appears and blow the ash of your body, blow it to be completely gone. And when you recite Kang, it would be emptiness. That means it's empty, space, sky, empty. And on bed, it's empty. You're gone. At that time, you're also sleeping inside the radiance. Why? Because the sky or the space is radiance. You're gone. So when the ghosts come to push on the bed, on you, you're not there. So the ghost is actually pushed on the bed. This is a term in Chinese. You know, it's like when the ghost comes during your sleep, they say that it's the ghost is pressing on the bed. So when you're sleeping and you feel like something is pressing on you and you cannot wake up from it, and you cannot cry out, you cannot shout, you cannot cry for help, and you cannot do anything, and you're being pressed so hard like being raped. You cannot move your hands or your legs, and it's even very difficult to breathe sometimes. So at that time, it's best if you silently recite Om Guru Lien Sung Siddhi Hom. And if you cannot open your mouth, you can recite it inside your heart. Or you can recite the mantra of your yidam, Om Mani Padme Hum, or Ami Devase. Just recite your yidam's mantra. You need to know to recite the main deities' mantras or the 8 principal deities. And then the ghost cannot stand it anymore, and the ghost would leave you, and then you would wake up. So, right? Now, can you do it? Yes. Good afternoon. How do you do? In Japanese.
Good afternoon. Selama Bentan, Selamat siang, and hola, amigo, and no， 不要讲错了，不能讲我爱你，要讲这个萨瓦迪卡啊，对吧？那个
cannot say I love you. So that's in Korean, Thai, Malay, Indonesian, Japanese, English, Spanish, Cantonese, Taiwanese, Mandarin. That's all nonsense words. The general manager went on a field trip and called back to the company, and John got the phone call, and he was not working hard, and he said, "Oh, I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. Why don't you call back later?" And the general manager asked, "Do you know who I am? I'm your general manager." And then the general manager, and then Xiaoming asked back, "Do you know who I am?" And the general manager said, "No." Well, then that's okay then. So if you know how to do the radiant sleep yoga, then nobody would be able to find you. If you know how to do the radiant sleep yoga, no one would be able to invade you. It's very simple to do. Remember, when you wake up, immediately you visualize that around you there are many beautiful goddesses playing the hand drums. It's beautiful celestial sounds, celestial music, and all these goddesses are singing beautiful music, beautiful drums, sounds of the drums. And then you wake up and visualize that you become the Yidan, and then you get up from bed. That's how you should visualize when you get up. That's very important. So when you get in bed, you need to visualize, and when you get off bed, you also need to visualize. Someone went to the pet shop and really excitedly that you sold the puppy, and yet there was a thief last night and stole $300, and the dog did not even bark. And then the owner said, "Oh, because the owner of this dog before was a billionaire, so $300 is nothing to him." So when we have the radiant sleep yoga, that then no one would be able to steal anything from you, whether it's $1 billion, $1 million, or $300. If you know how to use the radiant sleep yoga to protect yourself, you can always use it to protect your house. Why not? When you lay in bed with shit, Om Amideva shit, and then the red light is emitted, not only radiating upon your bed, but you can visualize that it envelopes over your whole house. Then no one would be able to enter into your house and steal. When a thief noted your house and said, it's this house, and then at night he could not find the house, and instead he saw a different house, and he steals from another house, not from your house. If you know how to protect your house, then why can't you protect your family members? So you need to know the function, to use the function of this radiant sleep yoga. So Xiaoming place the black tea, red tea, green tea and the jasmine tea onto a teapot, and he place it on a bottle, and then drove, and he was stopped by a policeman. Oh, it's a play of word of Chinese. It's actually a combo, and the doctor asked what kind of tea, and he said it's a combination tea, and that sounds like a dead policeman. So if you know how to cultivate, then you will not be taken by the police. So it's 5:47 already. So now do you remember how to do the radiant sleep yoga? There are 3 ways. You radiate red light, you radiate 5-color light, and then to change yourself to become nothing. This is all called radiant sleep yoga, especially the last one with Lang Yang Kang. To change yourself to become nothing and to become radiance, and no one would be able to catch you, no one will be able to steal from you, no one can mistreat you, and the black magics will never be able to touch you because you become nothing. No spells would be cast on you. So why don't you do that at night with Lang Yang Kang, Lang Yang Kang? That's the 3-syllable mantra. Om Ahom is also a 3-syllable mantra, and Lang Yang Kang is also a 3-syllable mantra. And with Lang Yang Kang you would become space, empty space. Then you would have no more sicknesses. No sicknesses can attack you, and the robbers will not be able to touch you, the thieves will not be able to steal from you, and no spells will be able to cast on you. That's the radiant sleep yoga. Om Mani Padme Hum.